Hello, my star family. I hope you guys are doing well. If you're new here, my name is Petra, and welcome to Rockin' with the Stars. We are so happy to have you join the Star family because we are what? Blessed and highly favored over here. And if you believe that as well, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And also share to all the people you know are blessed and highly favored. All right, now let's get right into it with Star Shit of the Day. So first things first, I do want to go ahead and give. I want to give the SOS album by SZA. I want to give it a round of applause because I feel like that album was what everybody needed. Okay, like that was a great album. That is a great album. Okay, like there's so many fucking bops on that album. Like I just it was just phenomenal. Like she gave me a little country. She gave me vulnerability. She gave me like the shit that people want to say but aren't saying. She really did give that, and that's what I've been bopping to for the last for this week basically. And yeah, she about to go on tour too. I gotta see her. I have to. I just have to attend the concert. I don't see Houston on one of the tour places, but hopefully she changes that. Hopefully she changes that in the future or something. But if not, baby, I don't mind going to motherfucking Dallas. Okay, I do not mind. But yeah, anyways, yeah, I did have to give her a little props. So if you haven't listened to the SOS album, go ahead and listen to that, okay? Because that shit, y'all already know my favorite one, like the number one for me is Nobody Gets Me. Because let's talk about it. Like in the song she said, "Nobody gets me but you." Child, I don't have a but you yet. So right now it's just Nobody Gets Me, but I just love that song because I just feel it. Like I feel that. I feel that. I'm a person that I be like wanting to get and understand other people, but I do this and people don't really understand my fullest self. You feel me? So I understand the struggle in just that title alone. Nobody gets me. But anyways, yeah, that's all I wanted to say about the album. The album is fucking amazing. Y'all have a listen to it. Knock yourself crazy, okay? Like, there's so many pops. You'll have, like, so many favorites, honestly. I have a lot of favorites, but yeah, Nobody Gets Me just does something to my soul. Anyways, moving right along, I want to go ahead and start off and talk to y'all because honestly, I want to talk to y'all about the lessons that I believe that the divine has been teaching me this year. Like, well, I know that the lessons that the divine has definitely been teaching me. And it starts with, I feel like the main one, like the main lesson that I've been taught this year were about like expectations. Like, yeah, I would say that I'm not setting a high expectation, but I would like unintentionally do that. And then when I'm met with something like whatever it is, whatever the case may be, I feel in lack. I feel almost like unfulfilled, basically. And it's not disappointing or anything like that, because it don't be disappointment. It's just like I just feel unfulfilled whenever whatever that situation is or whatever the thing is, whenever I get that thing, whatever it is, okay? Like I just feel so unfulfilled, and it's because like the root of it is because I set an expectation, not knowing that I did set high expectations on that certain thing, okay? And man, that has been a lesson. That has definitely been a lesson. That has been one of the lessons I've learned this year. Um, like more in depth, I should say, because I've always learned that lesson, but I've learned that lesson more in depth this year. And not only that, there was another thing that I learned. Um, yeah, I learned that I also learned, which I've this is not my first time learning this lesson, but the lesson of knowing that not everybody is you. You know, like not everybody will be a replica of you. And I'm not saying I go around thinking everybody should be a replica of me, but sometimes you can forget that. And you can be like, oh my goodness, like we like all the same things, or we did, you know, and you'll take that and you'll run with that, and you'll just think like, you know, y'all are so alike, like yada da da da, you know, and it's just like, no, like they're still their own individual person. I'm still my own individual person. And it goes back to like you like trying to actually understand their full selves. But honestly, not even just that though. It is about you understanding your full self. Because if you understood your fullest self, you won't go outwardly outside of yourself to understand, well, to try so hard to understand somebody else just so they can understand you, because you will be the one that understands yourself. So it's like their understanding of you is not needed. Damn, that shit just got deep. But I hope y'all follow what the fuck I said. Because I really just came out here because I was just like, I'm just gonna flow. Because honestly, and this leads to my next thing, like when it comes to like me putting out videos and stuff like that for y'all, like I be like, damn, like I be thinking a video is gonna do numbers, and I be like, I love, like I put my all into that video, and like I said, expectations, right? And then next you know it, that video only got like 3 views. That video only got like 10 views. And I'm not a person that looks at numbers or something like that, but I feel like we're wired in a sense, like especially being put into this matrix, we're like we get conditioned to look at those things as validation, you know. And I noticed myself like kind of like falling into that trap. But now, like, you know, obviously I'm a very self-aware person, so I take a step back and I'm like, okay, why do you feel that, you know, you need all these numbers in order to get validated, when in reality, like, you already are validated in the spiritual realm. You don't need, whether it's for you, like likes, all that many likes on Instagram, on TikTok, on whatever social media platform. You don't need that validation. You know, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that the word gets out to the people who needed to hear that, or your content gets out to the people who needed to see it, you know? That's all that matters. So I really had to take a step back and like really like reflect that. And I was just like, damn, like, cause not only did I notice that for myself, but it was another person that I watch on YouTube. She like had she was just like, she let her shadow self just like kind of like express how she was feeling. She was just like, what? Like I gave y'all so much, so many downloads in this video, and y'all aren't even showing, you know, appreciation for it and stuff. So she went on a whole tangent, and she had to come back and she was like, yeah, like I really appreciate y'all actually, like, you know, showing me love. And that was like a dark night of the soul, kind of, in a sense, you know, that she had went through, where she had to, like, that really hurt her feelings, you know. So she had to sit with that and actually have a conversation with herself, her shadow self, that you do have, like, your people do show up for you in love. It may not be in the way that you expected it to be, but they show up for you. You feel me? So yeah, like I feel like that's a trap that we can get pushed into, you know, willingly, you know, like. And I feel like it's just mindful, like we have to be mindful that all the things that you choose to release, like all your content, all your videos, all your posts, you know, that you decide to post or release to the audience for viewing, they all matter, you know? And yeah, you might like one video, like think like, oh shit, like I did really, really good in this video and I'm so proud of myself. Um, but even if you don't get that recognition from a like, from a share, from whatever, from a comment, like even if you don't get that recognition, you should still remember how proud you felt to even release it. Like that doesn't negate that, you know, that you shouldn't feel that you shouldn't feel proud of the work that you did. You know, you still did a great fucking job. Even if 3 people fucking saw that video, you know, or even if you got 3 likes on that post, you know, like that doesn't matter. It doesn't take away from one, the hard work that you put into it and all the love and all of that you put into it. Not in even receiving any kind of material form, not even receiving currency. You did that, you know, because that's what lit you up. That's why you posted it. And that's why I have to take a step back too and remember that as well, because when I do something like I do something that lights me up, like that's the only way I'll do it. I'm not just gonna do some shit or put out some content that I'm just not feeling, you know? Like, no. I'm very intentional about the things that I post. And yeah, I'm not just gonna be somebody, and I have to know that. Like I have to figure that out myself, but I have to understand me, because I'm not a person that's just gonna just post willy-nilly, like, you know, just for the sake of consistency. No, that's just not me. I'm a person that I post intentional. So like when I post, like best believe like all the cards just align for me in order for me to post that day, you know, or just to post this. It just felt right. And I'm gonna always do something that feels right to me, you know? So yeah, I just have to get on a little tangent, and it's not y'all fault or anything like that. But I do want to say, like, if you feel like a content, like I can't stress this enough, like not even just my content, y'all, like the people that y'all follow, if y'all are intentional about the videos that y'all like and the things that you like on Instagram and TikTok and stuff like that, if y'all are very intentional about the things that you like and the things that resonate with you, like in your soul, you shouldn't be like you shouldn't be holding back a like or a comment or whatever. You shouldn't be holding that back, because like I said, I can't stress this enough. Like this is how like I manifested everything that I got, you know? Because yes, speaking words of affirmation, that works as well. That's also another tool. But also you actually like liking videos that resonate with you, YouTube videos, posts that you see on Instagram and stuff like that, from like little posts that you read and be like, oh shit, like that shit was so good. Like that, I felt that deep in my soul. When you like it, then you're acknowledging that this is what you like. You're affirming that. Like that's another way to affirm that. So that will change the algorithm to things that you like, that resonates to your soul. So when you go on Instagram, when you go on TikTok, you will see things that resonate to your whole being. You feel me? And if you constantly feeding yourself that kind of, you're consuming that thing, all those posts that resonate with your whole being, that will create your reality. You feel me? So that's why I say, like, not just only my videos and stuff like that. I urge y'all to be liking videos, liking content. Like something as simple as that. Something that doesn't take you to get your fucking wallet out and give a card information or pull out some money. Like something that doesn't take that. Like you would think that how easy it is to just click a button. You would think that people would do it, but it's just like, I feel like we've definitely gotten lazy. And people have said that, like, we have definitely gotten lazier over the years. And because everything is so at our grasp, like so easily in our grasp, it's like you can see the change, how we still don't try, you know, like we've definitely gotten lazier. And I say we because even with technology, everything, all of these things are literally within our grasp, and it's so easy. You hop on Google, whatever you need, like, like that's it. That's all you needed. And the thing is, like, we seek stimulation, but we also have like a short attention span to certain things. And I've worked on that myself because I was just like, if something like, I understand me, like if it's something like I'm really into, I'm not gonna have a short attention span. But the way things are, like, with TikTok, you get these little videos and stuff like that, and then somebody want to swipe off. I'm just like, yes, that's cool and dandy, but I can't do that forever. Like, I used to go hours, but that's because like I can tell like my time was just being like literally wasted. Literally. So I much rather like being able to sit down and take in something, whether it's a movie, a TV show, a video, whatever. Like, but I feel like this, like, the way the generation is moving is just like, people need to work on that. Like, people get bored too easily, you know. And I say that for myself too. Like, I do be getting bored easily, but not in the way that for people does. Like, I'm always going to be interested in, okay, all right, with the beep beep. But I'm always going to be interested in learning more about myself. So that's like, that's a topic that I would never get tired of. Like, I don't care. And then that leads on to like learning about my interest, you know? And then that goes on to like, what am I passionate about? So, but I feel like despite all of those things, like, people are easily like bored when they're not stimulated. And that's why they continue to scroll, like on TikTok. And it's just like, like, y'all, we gotta do better. We gotta do better. We gotta see that, like, that is slowly, like, our brain is slowly, like, not being utilized at its fullest capacity. And we're playing into that. And that's why I say, like, I'm heavy on, like, liking content that you like. Because if you like those content that has higher consciousness conversations, then how can scrolling on Instagram and TikTok, how can that be a waste of time or killing brain cells? Because it's still feeding you something. And that's why I'm heavy on that. So that's why I say, y'all, like, comment, subscribe if you have to, okay? Because yes, you're creating your reality, and I've been telling y'all, like, you are the author of your reality. If you're still liking posts of like meaningless shit, like somebody shaking her ass, all this, that, and the third, like all this toxic ass posts and memes and stuff, like, you're creating that reality for yourself. So it's like, you can't say you want a loving relationship and this, that, and the third, all these good things, and you're still playing into this toxic shit. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all the real, the raw. Like, it's not gonna sound pretty, and it's whatever if you want to click out this video and you don't want to catch the message, but I'm just telling you the truth. Like I said, I'm gonna tell you the things that you need to hear, not what you want to hear, okay? And that's okay. I might not be for everybody. But yeah, I just had to I had to go on a little rampant a little bit or whatever, because yeah, like, it's just, I really appreciate like the content creators, especially the people that I watch, especially the people that help me along my spiritual journey, because like, I'm just saying now, I'm like, I'm becoming one of them that helped me along my way. And even though like I don't have that like as a blueprint like in my circle, like, that doesn't mean that in the future like I won't be surrounded by those kind of people that feed the collective these information. because it's so beneficial to like have somebody that you watch like consistently. And I have people like that I watch consistently that really help me, like, and it was just like crazy like how it just resonates. And and I know hopefully like my content is like this for y'all, like, you know, like, and it will just get better and better, and it'll just resonate for y'all as well. um but yeah, like, I really appreciate that. Like, I appreciate those content creators that like really show up for the collective despite people not giving them the views and the likes that they should get, you know, because we over here doing the Lord's work, okay? And that's period. We really are. But yeah, there's also another thing that I wanted to say. I had watched this movie yesterday. Y'all should freaking watch it. It's on Netflix. I mean, it's on Netflix. It's called Bullet Train. The Bullet Train. I know that is number 2 trending, and it is trending for a fucking reason. It might be number 1 now. Y'all, that movie is so fucking good, and you gonna see a lot of familiar faces. I know Brad Pitt is in there. Bad Bunny is in there. Um, there's a few people. My brother said a few people from Atlanta. The show Atlanta was on there as well. It was such a great movie, and the whole, like, I'm not gonna go throughout the whole movie, because it's like a 2-hour movie, but it don't feel like a 2-hour movie. Like, I swear to you guys, like, if you watch that movie, it's basically about how people that had vengeance, like that were literally coming on this train, they all got hired. You know, it was all part of like a master plan. They all got hired on this train in order to kill each other, because they literally were all coming on this train for revenge. Like, literally, they all were coming on this train for revenge. The only person who wasn't coming on this train for revenge was literally Brad Pitt, and he was like they called him Ladybug, and they tell you like what the meaning of ladybug is. Like, what a ladybug does, it holds all the bad luck, so it makes it a peaceful life for everybody else around them. And he would always say that, like, I just have bad luck. But he was not supposed to be on that train. And just, it shows you how all the moving pieces, like, if you watch down that movie, like, it shows you, because these people came on this train in order to control fate. Like, they wanted to control fate. And like, they were just like, you're gonna die by my hands, like this and that and that and the third. And they're all coming on this train to enact revenge. And it's so crazy how each one of those people that came on this train looking for revenge, they all died. Like, they all got hit by karma, because what they were putting out, they were getting that back in return. You feel me? And they were trying to change and control fate so much that a slight moving of the piece, like, literally Brad Pitt wasn't supposed to be on that train, but the person that was supposed to be on that train, he had a stomach ache. Like, it tells you at the end of the movie, so I'm probably ruining whatever. But so he filled in for this person. So this slight movement of the piece that was placed on this train literally knocked down the whole fucking tower. Like, it was crazy. That was a wild fucking movie. Like, it starts off a little slow in the beginning. You're looking at the screen like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what's happening? But that movie is so good, because like, it was so many messages. And Brad Pitt, he was like the one that was like talking about the spiritual terms. He was like, hurt people hurt people. Like, it was so funny, but it was so true, because he would say all of these one liners about like spiritual spiritual one liners, and it was so funny but so true. And just watch it, y'all, because you just get the message. You was like, wow, like, people want to be here, like, they want to try to control their destiny and control their fate so badly. But it's just like, y'all, like, we came here on a contract. We already knew what all was going to happen to us. Like, y'all, like, we are literally going with the flow and going with doing what we already said we were gonna do. You feel me? So it's like, you trying to change things and like control things. It's just like, no, y'all. No. Yes, we do have free will, and we do have the choices that we can make. But at the end of the day, we have like certain milestones that we do have to go through. We do have certain levels that we do have to go through that aren't changeable. Like, you feel me? So yeah, like that was just such a great movie. I watched it yesterday, and I feel like y'all should watch it because y'all just gonna see, like, have so many downloads from that. And it was just so great. Like, that was a good ass fucking movie. Like, that shit was jam packed with action and all of that. So if you haven't watched that, go ahead and watch it. Enjoy. That was so great. But yeah, I feel like that's all I wanted to come in here and say, because I feel like when I give y'all a lot of shit, like a lot of stuff that I come back, a lot of downloads, I guess it'd be overwhelming because those are the videos that don't be getting a lot of views. So I said, okay, well, let me just come on here and just, like, talk to y'all and vent a little bit, and let's see how those happen, know how that works out. So let's get into these star cards. Well, these affirmation cards. I don't know what to call these cards, y'all. Let's get into these cards. All right, Spirit. All right, Spirit. What do my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? Spirit, what do my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? Please and thank you. I want to get 2 cards. All right. So the first card that came out says, explore, love, create. The only thing that holds you back is you. Card number 44. I love this card so much. Like, what? That is literally all I'm all about right now, especially in this season, y'all. Like, that, the main 3. Like, I'm on some exploring, some loving, some creating. Like, that is literally, I told y'all what season I'm on. Like, I'm literally at the stage where I'm just like figuring out, like, okay, what's next? What I want to see? Like, I still want to see. I still want to explore. Like, I still want to explore parts of myself. Like, I want to explore things I've never been to, things I've never eaten before. I already told y'all, and I don't know if y'all are on the same thing. Like, hey, like, listen, it literally says the only thing that holds you back is you. Why aren't you doing these things? Nobody else is holding you back. So it's like nobody has a fucking handcuff around you. So why not just explore? Why not just love? Why not just create? What is holding you back? All right. And then the next one that came out says, time to move on. Flow with the river. See where it takes you. And that is card number 42. All of these 4s. I love it. I love that. And y'all, hold on. Let me light this incense. Y'all know what's so crazy? That this time to move on card came out because I've literally been talking to Spirit. I've been talking to Divine. And I was just like, okay, like, I feel as though I'm at a place where I still feel unfulfilled. Like, as far as, like, this is what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life. Like, I still have parts of myself that I need to explore. The parts of the things that, like, if I have talents and stuff like that, I know there's unexplored talents that's within me. And I want to explore all of that before I commit to something long term. And that's what I've been noticing. Like for me, like, yes, I am young, 24 years old. And not even to put a number on it, but it's just like, I'm still exploring. I'm still learning. I'm still learning myself, like, learning what I like, learning where I want to be, what I want to do, and I've literally been at a space where I'm just like, I'm flowing with the river and seeing where it takes me, because I'm not about to have a drawn out plan and this is what I'm going to be here and da 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 da. And no, maybe next year we'll see. Because you know what, also I did? Like, I wrote a letter to myself for 1 year from now. And I'm gonna share with y'all. Well, I'll see if I share with y'all that message. I mean, that letter, because I typed a long letter to myself about where I'm at and stuff. Talking about 2022, how 2022 was great and all, but 2022 was the year of me dibbling and dabbling, and I was just like, I hope, like, in the future, I hope 2023 comes and I actually know what I want to do. Like, because it's nice to dibble and dabble and stuff like that, but I know, like, I'm also a fixed sign, and I just realized, I just watched a video, and they said, like, with fixed signs, um, we like to sustain things. We do like to sustain things. And, like, part of our lesson here on earth is to sustain, but it's also to know when it's time to move on, when it's time to leave. And I feel like I've mastered that. Like, this my whole life. Like, I've mastered knowing when to move on, y'all, because the longest I've ever stayed at a job was 4 years, and that was at Home Depot. That was like right after high school. And I was just like, oh yeah, no. When I saw that four, oh, back to the four. When I saw that four, I said, oh no. There is no way I see myself staying here for years and years like these people do, out of comfortability. Like, no. So when I saw that 4 years, I said, oh hell no, it's time for me to get the fuck out of here. And that's what I did. Okay, I ain't know where I was gonna go. I didn't have no backup plan. I just said, fuck this. But, like, and then from there, I just knew, like, it's just like I got that, that knowing that, like, okay, it's time for me to move on. So it's crazy that this came out. Because even at this space, I'm just like, okay, what's next? Like, what is next? And that's just something that I'm gonna be navigating, and I'll let y'all know, like, once I'm done navigating that, or I'll let y'all know that I'm still navigating, if I am still. But I'm also not pressuring myself to figure out all the missing pieces. I'm allowing the divine, I'm allowing, you know, whatever's fated to happen. Whether I'm supposed to stay somewhere 1 month or 2 months or 6 months or a year and it's time for me to go, that is okay. Like, I shouldn't look at myself like, oh, you only stayed there for a short period of time, all you're doing is job hopping or whatever, or you're non-committal or nothing like that. And I feel like that is okay, because at the end of the day, your soul knows what is best for you. Your soul knows that your soul knew before you even got into that job that that was not a place that you were going to sustain. You're going to stay there for years on years on years. Your soul knew that. Your soul knew you just needed to acquire those lessons and all of that and the third, and then when it was time for you to go, it was time for you to go. Your soul already knew that. So if your soul isn't judging you, then you shouldn't judge you for how long you stay at a job, or for you not committing long term to a job. And that's why I say, like, it's best for us to give grace, to one another and to ourselves. Because, yeah, like, we all don't know what the fuck we're doing. You feel me? We all don't. And some people can mask it better than others. But I'm going to tell you straight up, like, if I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, I'm going to tell you straight up. I ain't going to act like I know what I'm doing, because that comes off as fraudulent, okay? Like, we all don't know what the fuck we're doing. We all don't have nothing planned out to the T. And even if we do have things planned out to the T, when that plan comes to execute, the divine will easily interfere and be like, no, this is not where you're supposed to be. So it's like, not saying what's the point of planning, but it's just like, back to having expectations. When you're planning and you're setting those in stone, like, you expect to have those pieces set in stone, and the divine comes in and knock those pieces down and be like, no, like, you're not supposed to be doing this. to wake you up, don't be disappointed, because everything that happens for a reason. And you can think that you're controlling fate by, having a tight grip on it, but you're not going to know until the very end that that little slight piece that was moved right there was divine intervention that's fucked up your whole plan. And not to be harsh about it, but I'm just trying to tell y'all the truth, okay? So it's best for y'all to flow. Like I said in my last post, I was like, tap into your divine feminine energy, because your divine masculine, that is you trying to control. And mind you, there were all men on this fucking bullet train that was trying to come on here for revenge. It was only one, no, it was two females actually, but most of them were men. And the females, they were operating in their masculine energy, because they were literally, assassins basically. So yeah, so that's why I say, y'all, like, it's best for you to tap into your divine feminine and allow things to flow, allow things to come and go. You will know exactly when it's time for you to move on, like a current, like a river flowing. Okay? But let's see what else the spirit needs to tell us. All right, Spirit, what do my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? Spirit, what do my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? Just saying. Oh, that's too many cards. Okay, I get that first card. I'm going to get one more card. Can I get one more card? What do my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? Period. All right, so the first card that came out says gratitude. Today, I am grateful for all the little things. Even when the big things suck, there are always plenty of little things I can be at least a little grateful for, like hot showers and music, and the fact that humans invented an internet and I'm allowed to use it whenever I want to, using fingers and thumbs that do whatever I think them to do at any given moment. That is so beautiful. Like, I've literally been telling y'all how y'all should always have an attitude of gratitude, okay? Like, because I was just telling y'all, like, we are so, like, what's the word? We are so, like, a human, like, being a human is, like, literally a privilege. Like, y'all. And I have to say that, like, yes, all these fucking terrible shit can happen, and stuff like that. But it's such a privilege, being a human, because we have these things. We have fingers. We have, arms, legs. We have, like, a body. We have, like we get to do things. Like, if you were a spirit right now, you wouldn't be able to do half the things that we can do as humans. That's why people come down here, for the experience. So it's like, why treat life as special as it is, a human life, I should say, as special as it is, and take it for granted. Like, we shouldn't take life for granted. We should explore. We should love. We should create. These are things that we should be doing. We shouldn't waste it away, like complaining or being miserable at a job that doesn't serve you anymore, being miserable in a relationship that doesn't serve you anymore, doing things that doesn't light you up, doing things that doesn't ignite your passion, doing things at a routine that you're just tired and sick of. Like, like we shouldn't be doing that. We literally have the opportunity to do so many different things with our lives because we are the creator of our reality. And something as simple as being grateful and having gratitude, that will make your dreams come to fruition even more, a lot faster. Because having a state of gratitude will bring your manifestations to fruition. Because the divine will see you and be like, oh wow, like she's grateful for all that she has right now. She's not making a list of things that she want being, out of lack. She's literally at peace with all that she has right now and all that is happening right now, and just looking forward to the future while still being present. That is a state of gratitude. All right, and then the next one that came out, it literally says peacefulness. I have a peaceful, tranquil, and untroubled heart. This is where I choose to spend my time. I can bring guests, but any person, thought, or event that brings drama or chaos is not invited. My heart is a special property, and I'm going to keep it that way so we can all keep enjoying it and I can get my security deposit back. Period. I fucking love this card. I love these cards. Like, what? Like, I can't tell y'all. I already touched it. I already told y'all about that word peace. Being at peace, like, money cannot buy peace. And that's just period. Like, money cannot buy peace. Okay? Nobody has ever said that. Everybody say money can't buy happiness, but listen, money can't buy peace either. Because you can have all the money in the world, and if you can't go to sleep at night because them thoughts keeping you up, whatever going on in your head is keeping you up, whatever going on in your heart is keeping you up, what's the point of having that money? You can't even enjoy it because you would just be unsatisfied, unfulfilled, because it's not tackling the root, what's within. So that's why I say, y'all, like, and that's why I'm saying I be so big on, like, quickly to get out of a job, get out of a relationship that is not bringing you peace, because the divine did not send you here. We did not come here on earth to live in anguish, in agony. We came here to have an experience. Matter of fact, we came here to have a great experience. We did not come here to struggle. We came here to have a great experience while, taking care of our karmic debts. That's what we came here to do. We did not come here to struggle. Hell, the divine do not want you to struggle. So if you're accepting struggle as like a normality, then baby, it's time for you to wake up. Like, no, this should not be your reality. That is not an excuse. There's nothing as an excuse. Oh, I have kids. Oh, this because of this. Oh, because I have bills to pay. This is not. Y'all, when y'all gonna learn that y'all placing these things, these people, places, and things above your own sanity, above your own peace? When y'all gonna learn that that is literally an early demise? Like, you have to remember, you have to pour into yourself first. That comes first. That goes above your kids. That goes above your relationship. You come first, period. There's no if, ands, or but. Because if you can't put yourself first, you can't pour into yourself, how are you giving 100% to your kids? How are you giving 100% in your relationship? How are you giving 100% in your business if you can't even sit with yourself and navigate what's going on within you? That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. But let's get into these tarot cards. Let's see. Let's see what the collective needs to hear right now. Okay. I ain't gonna do too much. I feel like a little pressure in my head. I don't know what that is, but that's about. Alright. Alright, Spirit. What does the collective need to hear right now? In this season. I just see the Ace of Cups just now. Alright, Spirit. What does the collective need to hear right now? Please and thank you. Alright. And the Four of Wands is, hell yeah, the Four of Wands came out. It's bottom of the deck. Alright, so let's start off. So, first two cards I see is the Ten of Swords and the Hermit. Alright, so Ten of Swords is already giving, walking away from things, people, places, and things that don't serve her. And even in that card when we said, flow with the river and see where it takes you, and this card is giving, follow the birds and see where they take you. Because she doesn't have any bags, she don't have nothing. She's just leaving all that does not serve her. And she's traveling light, okay? She is traveling light. And she is just, you know, trusting the divine, that the divine will take her wherever she needs to go. Because that's going to be exactly where she needs to be. She's not moving in fear. She's just like, okay, let's see what's waiting for me on the other side. And then with the Hermit, this is giving, like, y'all already know, like, even I've been feeling in hermit mode. Like, I'm just going in solitude, you know, like I'm now that all the things, I'm already left all those things that don't serve me anymore. I'm going within. I have to go within and figure out what it is I actually want. What it is I actually see for myself, and not what everybody else around me is projecting onto me. Not what everybody else around me wants me to be. What do I see for myself? What fills my cup? What lights me up? That's something I have to go within. Because now that you left all of these things, you're left with your thoughts. You can't run away from your thoughts. You can't run away from your emotions. You can't run away from the things that's going within. So now you have to figure out, okay, what it is, what's happening within. I have to go into hermit mode. I have to turn off the noise. I have to exclude myself and seclude myself. And I have to be in solitude. And I have to quiet down the noise in order to hear myself, in order to hear the divine, and hear what the divine is telling me to do. All right. And then for you, it's like praying, like, you know, praying to the divine. What steps do I need to take? Where do I need to go? All right. And then the next thing that came up is the Fool and the Seven of Swords. I'm sorry. So the Fool and the Seven of Swords. So with the Fool energy is giving a leap of faith. She's literally on a cliff and she's about to take a leap of faith. So now she's just like, okay, I know I need to put myself out there. I know I need to take a leap of faith. I know I need to take a risk. But also, not only that, with that Seven of Swords, he's getting ready, like he's getting ready to go on an adventure. He's like, okay, I know I need to put that work in, because now that I, took that leap of faith, okay, it's time for me to actually put that work in, get the strength, muster up the strength in order to go and get exactly what I see for myself. Because it is up to you. It's up to you to create. It's up to you to explore. It's up to you to love. So you have to get up off your butt and get exactly what you deserve. And that's what that Seven of Swords energy is coming out, giving me. And now the last two cards that came out is Temperance and the Four of Wands. Now that you done all this work, now that you done all of that, you went within, you took that leap of faith, and you said, okay, it's time for me to get up and do what I need to do. Temperance is coming in, and that's just giving like confirmation from the angels that everything is balancing out the way that it should. You taking the wheel back into your life. You becoming that main character again. Now I'm able to bless you. Now I'm able to bring in exactly what you deserve. I'm able to balance out all that you deserve. Before, the cards weren't in your favor, like you were getting the short end of the stick. Now I'm bringing you fulfillment with the Four of Wands coming out. Celebration. All that you deserve for all the hard work, all the endurance, all the perseverance that you've done up until this point. I'm here to balance out those losses with wins. Come on. Like, we are celebrating now. All that hard work that you did, it paid off. You're in union with your soulmate, your twin flame, your soul sisters, your soul brothers, your soul fam. You're in union. All y'all can do is sit back and literally reflect on how everything made a 180 turn. How, yes, it started off bad, but now it's good. Now it's great. Now it's phenomenal. I'm experiencing that agape love right now. All right. And now, let's see if you do have any questions for your angels, your spirit guides, or your divine, or for them all. Go ahead and think of that question right now. We're going to go ahead and answer that question for you, okay? If you have any question for the divine, your angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides, we're going to go ahead and answer that question for you right now. Please and thank you. All right, Spirit, go ahead and answer whatever question my listeners and viewers may have right now. All right, Spirit, answer whatever question my listeners and viewers may have right now. Please and thank you. All right, so Spirit spoke, y'all. And I believe I'm going to read from the book as well. So the first card that came out, it says Peaceful Resolution. Peaceful resolution. So say, for example, you have somebody from the past, if your question was about regarding somebody, a person, place, or thing, whatever, you will have peaceful resolution with that person. Because, sometimes if y'all were in this separation, and it's been a long time. That separation has been so long. So you just don't know what y'all union will bring. It's telling you now, your angels are saying that it will be peaceful resolution. And that person has changed, despite what has happened in the past and stuff like that. And like I said, y'all, I'm not endorsing toxicity, okay? Like, if it was toxic, And listen, if it was toxic, more 9 times out of 10, that was a karmic, okay, situation. Nobody's saying to run back to that karmic. Now, twin flame situation, you have to use discernment if that is your twin flame. Hell, you gotta pray. Ask the divine, is this your twin flame or is this just a karmic? Okay, so you can have discernment. All right, but regardless, with that union come, it will be peaceful resolution. Y'all will be able to sit back and talk about all that has happened and transpired between the both of you guys, and it will come about a peaceful resolution. If you're talking about a person, now if you're talking about a place, a thing, or whatever, a job or whatever, more than likely, or like situations at work, you know, whether it's like coworkers and stuff like that, um, that you've been dealing with and stuff like that is coming. The angels are saying that it will be a peaceful resolution coming soon. So don't play into people projecting and stuff like that and bring you down that rabbit hole of them trying to get a reaction out of you, okay? Because it's not going to end well. All right, and then the next card that came out, it says recovery. So if you are currently right now in a state of recovery, trust me, you are not alone, because I am as well, okay? Like, I feel like this whole thing is about recovery and us just kind of like taking all that has happened, and we're kind of just like, okay, like a lot has happened this past year, and I'm kind of just like sitting down, I'm reflecting on everything that's happened. I'm recovering because my body has been through so many different transformations this year alone. Like, y'all know, it was a lot of eclipses this year, so our body is in a state of recovery, and then we're getting prepared for our next version of ourselves come next year. So if you are in that state of recovery, take things slow, rest if you have to. If your body is just not feeling it, sit down, relax, you're fine, you know. Don't try to overextend your energy for everybody else around you that's projecting their energy onto you. They can feel like they're on cloud nine right now. Let them feel that way. If you're not feeling that way, and you're in recovery to feeling on cloud nine, then that's okay. Go at your pace, not on anybody else's pace. That is perfectly fine. Okay, so let's read peaceful resolution. So peaceful resolution says, the challenges you're inquiring about are going to come to an end. Conflict will cease and soon be replaced with harmony. There will be a sense of peace shared by all, even if some only agree to disagree. Disagreements will be resolved in your favor. This includes struggles with employers, legal battles, arbitration, and even strife among family and friends. Be forgiving and understanding with those who may have been in error. Allow peace to come with grace and dignity for everyone. Period. And like I just said, you know, it will cease to come. It will cease to an end. All right. So no need to like play into the disagreements and stuff like that. Like they said, agree to disagree. All right. And now let's see recovery, what it says for recovery. So for recovery, it says, this is a period of recovery and healing for you. The challenging emotions that you've been dealing with will fade away with time. Although it may be difficult to see now, there is a joyful future awaiting you. But for now, take all the time you need to regain your strength. This card can also mean that your recovery is nearly finished or already complete. Send words of gratitude to heaven and begin planning for the next exciting phase of your life. Period. And that is all. Okay. So hopefully this message resonated for you guys. Okay. And like I said, take it back to the divine. Don't force it to resonate with you if it does not resonate. Okay, have that conversation, have that relationship with the divine so they'll be able to confirm or deny if any of these things resonated for you. But that is all I have for you guys today. If this message resonates, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And also share it to anybody you feel may need to hear this message right now. I will see you guys next time. Y'all stay flowing, glowing, and growing. Bye.